Hi guys, I am ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Farthest Frontier. Yeah, that's what we're playing. We're still struggling with this. We're into another year. We're generating some knowledge. We are building our first. I'm pausing it for a second. We are building our first kind of palisade wall here. And I'm kind of thinking we're gonna have to run through here, maybe up to this area. I'm not sure how we're gonna wall off this. Maybe we'll just run the wall down here instead. Yeah, I think that's probably right. So we could maybe curve it in here somewhere. Yeah, something like that. So it's a little bit further away from that. But anyway, we want to do that. The first thing I want to do is I want to significantly reduce our workers elsewhere, right? So that we maintain a little bit more. So I want to keep these guys going, right? Reduce that one. Cooper, I think, is holding, right? Let's just have a quick look. Do we have any barrels available? And we don't. So the Cooper has to kind of stay where it's at, right? When we're talking gatherers, there's just one at each one of these buildings. We've got a lot of soap makers. Maybe we'll drop 2 soap makers. Cooper is fine. I don't necessarily want to drop that. This is one or only one. Which we can probably up when we're ready to do it. The tanner, I think we need to at least maintain, right? What are our hides looking like? Yeah, well, let's keep that going. We can't really kind of get rid of, lose too much of this, right? Firewood splitter, I think we're okay. Maybe what I'll do is reduce by 1 just for a little bit. Did we ever get the crossbows? The crossbows aren't coming in. Oh, what are these guys doing? Are they...
Your command.
They've got their stuff. What are they doing? They're seeking weapons. Okay, maybe I just need to exit the game and go back in. And now they're going to go and collect their weapons. Okay, maybe that was a thing. Okay, that's fine. I want to still see about reducing even further, right? I want to make sure we're not... What we might do is we might drop one of these because this is so overloaded. Maybe that's a good starting point for us. I'm not dropping anybody working, any of the scholars. We've dropped one here already. Let's drop another. I've pulled out here a little bit. Let's reduce one more. Don't want to necessarily reduce too significantly all around. Yeah, there's very little places we can just kind of drop people out, right? The only other thing I'm thinking of is having a look at these 2 mines. Oh yeah, and maybe let me drop 2 people from the mine over there. And I guess let's leave it at that, right? This should give us more than enough people now to do the labor activities, right? So let's keep it going like that for a little while and see if that helps us out a little bit in terms of laborers, getting the laborers to actually go and empty out these things. If we go back in here now, we can actually see that many of them now have crossbows. Did we end up moving crossbows in here at all? Not at all. Not at all. Let's put them all back in town storage anyway. Hopefully we'll slowly get all of that to maneuver. But I'm happy to report that they have both armor and they have crossbows in place here. Look at this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of them are fully upgraded, and so that's a good sign for us there. We're starting to get there. We can't build this entire strip of wall. Right, we would have collected a reasonable amount there. Okay, so our money is starting to roll in a little bit more aggressively. Out of paper here for the time being, though I do think we had paper available. Yeah, 20 paper is still around. Would like to see more people come in. So what are we going to do is we're going to build another strip of homes here. Definitely, that's what we can do. So from a housing perspective, we can quite easily accommodate another strip of homes up alongside there, even in this area here. So a lot of extra homes being built like so. So that we know that we're Okay, traveling merchant has arrived, so that we're ready to accept more people if they should choose to join. Okay, so what can we sell here? Stuff that we don't really want to sell, right? And we don't need the money at the moment. Is there anything we want to buy? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think we're all good. I think we've got more heavy tools than we actually need. Tools is good. Right, so what can we do? If we have a look at this, these guys are doing their thing, relaxing. Why are you relaxing? No relaxing, please. So they're continuously working on this, so hopefully that is making armor. Hopefully they've got everything they need to be making this. Maybe we should slot in one of these so they're making, so there's at least a couple of things that they can make. Here I would like to reduce the number of heavy machine tools that we are doing. And instead, what we can do is let's do something like that. We'll do tools, 6 to 1. So we'll do a little bit more all around. Yeah, lots of tools around. Yeah, available. Okay, keep going. We'd like to make sure that we're doing our bit to keep things growing. Yeah, got some armor in there. There's really nothing we want to buy here, right? Actually. We could buy some iron ingots, right? At a reduced price. Let's grab, say, 20 of them, right? Just so we keep things going a little bit. Let's say we grab, buy and transfer 20 of those items, please. Happy to make that sale, so at least we keep a few more things going, even though we're waiting and stuff. Okay. Wood has come back in. Wow, we're seeing a little bit of a delay there. Just hang on for a second. I think it's looking a little bit better. These homes all need wood, so we won't continue with the palisade until we've got these homes built. I want to make sure that we've got more than sufficient extra housing. Okay, there's a building on fire. We should have, these guys are all rushing that way. And from that side, these, stop the fire, good, fire has been stopped. Ratcatcher is catching out here somewhere. I guess that's all good. Let's move this area back down here again. We'll try and stop the rats before they get too far away. 10 livestock animals born. Are we up to 4? 10. Oh, we're up to 6. That is good. What we'll do is we'll add an extra person to the mix there. Now we're up to 2. Children are growing up at least. Okay, so let's have a quick look. How many do we need? 40. So we can start to, I think what we need to do is we need to put 2 back in here to continue our mining. I think that is important. What are we doing over here? That's okay. This has actually started moving out. Okay, so let's do that. Get another person in there so we can continue that. We are now almost fully upgraded. We only need one more crossbow. Then this is a fully upgraded. And our Hound Company is fully upgraded. I'm kind of wondering whether how do we look in terms of weapons and things like that. So 4 weapons, I guess we're in a better position to start doing maybe 4. So what we could do is we could do let's start grabbing a few of these guys. We'll do 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll recruit 4 light infantry on this one. So Crimson Company, we're starting to work on Crimson Company over there. Logs is still looking good. So what I might do is actually what we'll do here. Oh, here comes okay, hang on. Let's just have a look. Okay, let's attack the bear. Okay. Oh, we lost one. Oof. Not really what I wanted to see there. We should get another trader coming in at least soon. Yeah, there they come. Anyway, they are busy. Oh, man. Now we've got something else on fire. What is this? A cobbler? Come on, cobbler. Get yourself sorted out. Who's that? Is that a goat? Can we please sort this out quickly? Excellent. Okay. So the next merchant has arrived. Let's see what they have on offer. They will buy beer from us. They'll buy a bunch of other stuff from us as well. I guess sell them a bit of stone if we needed the money. What else? What can we buy from them here? Is there anything here that makes sense? I'm kind of thinking we buy a bunch of willow from them because we are a little short on that. We could, yeah, logs. I don't know if we want to buy logs, to be honest. But willow is something we might want to buy so we can keep doing. Let's grab about 20 willow. I think that's okay. We'll grab 20 willow so we can keep making. That's okay. Let's just buy and transfer the 20 willow. Yeah, I'm not going to sell any more of the herbs. I was kind of wondering if I sell some tools maybe. What I'll do is let me sell 10 tools. Right, I'll sell 10 tools and 50 stone. Let's sell 30 stone. 33 stone. At least that gives us at least a little bit more there. Okay, and what are we looking at over here? So we've got, well, we're waiting on a few hauberks. They've all got the basics, right? So we've got a bit of light infantry that can help support a few things. And I'm kind of wondering, can we can transfer. Okay, what I'm thinking is let's transfer 4. So what do we do? Transfer soldiers, right? So what we want to do, transferable account. So what I want to do is I want to transfer 4
At the ready.
How do I transfer, yeah? How do I select who transfers?
Your orders.
How do I do that? If I come here, let's come to this side and say transfer soldiers. No valid companies for transfer. Is that why not? Okay, fine. So I guess transfer soldiers out, right? Change company banner, military companies window. Is that something we can do? No, not really what we're after. If we want to transfer these guys out, right? So we need to transfer. But how do we select? Right? Transferable. Are we transferring 8 of them? Or do we do 6 and 6? So what I'll do, right? Let's do this. Let's recruit 2 more. Right? Do we even have the weaponry? We do. We are missing the shields though. So let's quickly start working on the shields a little bit. We are doing that. Let's do 1 to 2, right? So let's see about continuing to produce shields as well. Maybe we'll hang on a little bit. I just want to transfer so that we potentially. Oh, more knowledge has been generated. Okay, let's quickly pop in here. So where did we head off? We want to start to increase the research speed a little bit more. If we look at this though, work to produce iron. I think that's a very important one for us also. But I guess the quicker we do the research, the better, right? So let's grab the extra technology here. So let's speed up our research, and then the next thing we do is we'll start to work on the smelting technology a little bit, and then go into the woodworking. So we're a little bit more effective over there. Now we should have transferred a few things in here to sell. We have not transferred anything really. We did buy a bit of the willow. That's okay. That's fine. You know, just covering off a few bits and pieces might be quite useful. Don't be gardening. 13 villages have graduated. How's our supply looking like over here? We've got way too many planks, to be honest. But what we'll do is let it extend our wall a little bit. Our palisade. Okay, so let's do that. So that gives us another section of the palisade to be done. Over here, we might be pushing it down this way to run through there with some things there. And even put a little tower in there to help defend. But I guess this area is, well, it is defended given we've got some people over here. We'll keep an eye on the production of weapons, right? That is something we want to monitor quite closely so that we can add more people to it. Right, that's the plan. We want way more people. Again, look at this. It's the farmers. The farmers are only available every now and again to really support us. Blueberry bush. Let's move that blueberry bush over here to where we want them. 6 new villages have been born, which is always a good thing to see. Oh, maybe it's the builders. Maybe that's what this was. Anyway, we'll do the palisade little by little every time. Yeah, it's good. It's good slowly getting our defenses up for that next one. But I really want us to be ready with some of this. I guess we've had massive harvests now, and we've added houses. We've got tons of extra space here. Where does this thing go to? I think we are pretty much fully loaded, unless we do a few more houses over there. Then the next thing we'll need to do is put a market somewhere else, really, for us to expand more housing. Right? Okay, so let's do a few more houses in here. I wasn't necessarily planning on putting houses in this area particularly, but that's okay. We'll do that. Oh, don't have any other room. I mean, we could squeeze a few more houses in here, right? At least a few more. And even another. Let's add one more house up here as well. There we go. That should be at least 4 extra houses just to keep this number nice and flexible to hopefully... Yeah, here we go. People are joining. 15 people. Accept them all. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Accept them all. That's exactly what we were after. More people joining us. We need an extra builder, but now that's looking pretty healthy over there. We are reducing. Okay, good. So let's see. Yeah, these guys are all good. I'm kind of thinking we need to move 6-6, right? Let's do 6-6 on each of these. So if we, how's this going? I just want to keep an eye on it. And we're struggling with the armor, really. Maybe another armory is what we're going to need. What is our situation with ingots? Ingots are good. We bought a bunch, but ingots look pretty reasonable. So I guess another armorer is what we might want to look at. I mean, we definitely have tons of lumber. I mean planks, and then we should have hides, right? Hides should be available, no issues. Where are the hides? Oh, here they are, 124. So definitely they're there, right? But definitely they are there. So I think another armorer is maybe what we need to do. Resources and where is the armorer? Furniture workshop is something we want. 4 children grown up. Excellent. They can work in the armory. Armory, we've built one. We'll build another. And this one we might just squeeze into, say, this spot over here. I mean, we've got kind of everything in this area. So it's all good. Get another armorer there, please. And let's prioritize that construction. We want to be building weapons at quite a pace, right? That's the plan. How is the wood supply? Wood supply seems to be holding. What we might do is let's start grabbing a few more of our fence items. So if we go grab these, we want to tab them so they open. Oh, that's actually... No, let's not do that. Let's do this. Then we'll do that. I guess we'll do something like this. Okay, so that we can at least start building the fences there. This is a big path into town here. Heading towards winter. I think let's just have a quick look what's gone on here. We've got beans coming in. We've got hay coming in for the animals. We've got lettuce coming in. We have got some turnips that'll come in over there. We've got flax coming in, and we've got leeks coming in. So we are out of stuff, right? We're done. We don't have any of this. Okay, so what we need to do is let's just have a look at what's happening next season. So we do have some coming in next season. Then this one will have, I guess we need to, we've got multiples coming in the season after next. That's next season. I guess what we're going to do next season here, we're going to strip this out here as well. When did that one? That one was first. So maybe what we'll do is we'll do a fertility buff. We'll add a fertility one in there, and then we'll do a grain crop. So we've got 2 of them next season. I'm kind of contemplating is maybe we'll remove one of the flax here, and we'll add some food at least, right? So we do a little bit more food. Actually, we need fertility quite desperately on this one as well. Okay, so we've got next season, we've got grains, we've got flax, we've got beans, and we've got grains. So that should at least help there. And on this one, we've got some food, a fair bit of food coming out of this one. Okay, so I guess that should be okay. So let's look at the season after that. Then this one is doing grains, and that one is doing grains. So this one can do food, and this one can do food. Yeah, I guess that's okay. And then the season we're in, we've got food, flax, and food. Yeah, okay. So I guess that's okay. What it does, however, mean is that we can switch these off for the time being because we don't have anything to go unless we've got those guys. Unless we've got the let's do that for a little bit. Unless we actually basically we're stuck a little bit unless we can get the merchants to bring in some grains for us. We're going to run out of grains really. Okay, so now let's add a little bit more wool to the mix. I'm guessing I'm running the wool up here. Then like so, and then like so. So let's continue to add sections to the palisade, right? That's the plan, right? Little sections at a time, so at least people feel a little bit more defended. It's coming into winter. I'm struggling a little bit with food, but I think there are still a few harvests outstanding. So this harvest is coming in, a reasonable amount of beans coming in. This harvest is coming in. It's quite poor from the perspective of fertility. Over here, this one is also bringing in some stuff being harvested at the moment. This one will have another harvest. So I guess we should have reasonable amounts here. Reasonable amounts. Just want to check. Okay, so where are we standing with regards to our weaponry? Oh, excellent. Beautiful. So what I want is we'll add 2 more soldiers to the mix over here, please. Let's recruit 2 more. 1, 2. We'll recruit 2 more over there. And now that they are there, what I want to do, they'll seek weapons and sort themselves out. What I want to do now is I want to transfer to there, right? So what are we doing? Yes, we transfer. Okay, so that's fine. 6 archers there. Let's transfer them out. Perfect. So we'll get them to move over this way. So at least we've got Crimson Company here with both archers and infantry. And because I just want, in case we have them split across multiple locations again, I just want to make sure we can actually deal with that. What are you missing? You're unable to get iron? Yeah, we're out of iron ingots. We do have iron, so we really need to up the smelting. That's the plan. We're waiting for more knowledge so that we can up our smelting game a little bit more, right? We are smelting at 2 foundries worth of smelting is not keeping pace with our requirements here. Yes, children are growing up, so we should maintain quite a healthy supply of laborers, which was the idea in the first place. All of these other numbers are pretty good, so I'm not too worried about adding more to it. This has been upgraded, so there's tons of stuff that's being stored over here. We can still upgrade the Fletcher to make it get even more done over in that location. This is done. Okay, so we'll add 4 people to the mix there, and let's do a 1-to-1 ratio there. So they'll start working on shields straight away for us. And then we'll hopefully do hauberks as well if we have the iron available. So that's hopefully gonna help us out. This should still be all good with regards to laborers. How many laborers do we actually need at this stage? 42. So we've got a healthy supply, but I guess a lot of them are actually farmers, right? Get those items out of the fields there. I don't think we're doing a good enough job at replenishing fertility here. So actually, let's have a quick look. What does the beans, these guys are replenishing fertility, right? Both of them. So I guess instead of running the carrots, which has an impact on fertility, let's run the peas instead. Peas will help fertility a little bit. Let's see if we can't do a little bit more on these items as well. So maybe if we'll remove these 2, and what we'll do is we'll run peas and we'll run grains. Okay. And similarly, this one is running, so that'll be a bit of a fertility boost there. That's okay. This one is okay, and then next season here, that should be, well, actually, maybe, let's just do that. Okay. So we've got a full complement here, both light infantry and well upgraded archers. The light infantry here is still mainly with hide coats, so hauberks are still a bit of a problem for us. We need more iron to be able to really deal with that. And then once we have sufficient additional people, really, we'll go with the next round here. Stricken by dysentery. Let's just have a look. Don't have any other? We can. Let's add 2 more soldiers to the mix here while we have them. Just so we grab a couple of soldiers. They can get what they need. We'll slowly be spending that money. Okay, so we can potentially start working on the next section of the palisade. I'm not convinced here. I'm not convinced necessarily here, because I definitely still want to do some paths, right? So maybe what we do is let's plan out some of these paths. If we do that, that's at least one path. Won't necessarily bring people any closer to that until we can at least give them a bit of a walloping. There's 2 more people in the garrison with their items, and as soon as we get some more shields, we'll go even further. So these armorers should hopefully be supporting us a reasonable amount, right? More villagers born, enough to get us through the winter in terms of food, and I guess we're slowly getting our walls and stuff ready. Let's do that section through there. We'll do this section through here as well. So we'll do that so it's a little bit more. Yeah, okay. So there's another section we can start working on. Where are our towers? We should have a tower here. There's a tower down here. Oh, and a tower up here as well. Should give us a reasonable amount of protection. Well, there's a big gap in between. But at least with our obviously our supporting troops, we should be okay. Got a little bit of a rat problem up there, so let's move the catcher up here to kind of resolve some of our rat items. More children growing up, which is always good to see. Should be people here to support this, and there's a well nearby as well. Lots of wells everywhere, really. Yeah, we don't want to get too close to these guys. I don't think we really see a lot of the attacks happening in the winter, so potentially what we'll do is we can try and attack these guys now. Maybe what we'll do is we'll get Crimson Company up here, and we'll come up from the high from
It will
this
be
side.
done.
Let's get Crimson Company over there, and what we'll do is we'll get the other company, Hound Company, Crimson and Hound. Right, wait for them to come here, and we'll attack them from both directions. I just want to kind of clear this out. This is a bit of a problem. Hound Company is there. I can't really see how far they can attack. Here comes Crimson Company. This is the full complement. Oh, that's the end of the year. We might. Okay, let's do this in the next episode. Guys, thank you so much for watching. It's been a fun one. We're going to start an attack quickly in the next episode. Hopefully we're not going to be raided ourselves. We just want to try and get this cleared out a little bit so that we can expand our town into this direction. If you've enjoyed it, hit that like button. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.